Rondy Smith had 2 brilliant goals in the first half. And it's the difference between these two teams. One with the left, the other with the right. And Christian Clovis, who has had a shaky game so far, really could have done nothing about the goals that he conceded. Harbour View trailing Portmore United 2-0. Smith's strike in the 27th minute and in the 35th minute. Harbour View, they have a lot of work to do in the second half. They did start the first half pretty strongly. And the Portmore United, well, they were dominant in the end and they really did take their chances.
Yeah, the thing for me was that Tyreek McGee in the first half for Harbour View, for the bulk of that first half, he did not get possession in areas that would really hurt the Portmore team. That's the early shot from him after about 16 seconds. Here he is, he's in the center circle, looking for a pass. We know he's brilliant in effecting the long pass. He's trying to link up with the Shane Beckford there. But there wasn't enough of McGee in the vicinity of the penalty box, of the 18-yard box, say 20-25 yards from goal. That's his best contribution of the night, that cross, well, that pass from the free kick, which Sean Fraser really ought to have put on target. Got fouled late on, but he was stood down from free kick duties by the senior man, Christopher Harvey, much to McGee's disgust.
George, he should be taking free kicks. He really should be
no
taking
doubt,
free
he
kicks.
should be. No doubt. There's no we maybe that's the first thing we've agreed on all night.
And Christian Clovis in goal for Harbour View hasn't been having the best day at the office at all.
Christian Clovis, the goalkeeper. This is the punch, so you thought that gave him confidence, but from the evidence of that was poor by any standard. Then for the Rondy Smith strike, I'm not going to be too hard on him. He expected his defenders to do their job. They didn't. And even if he was aware of that, he couldn't have kept it out, was aware that Rondy Smith was lining up that effort and could do nothing about it. And then his evening got worse with the sliced clearance, putting his defenders under pressure. And Clovis, angry with his teammates, someone should give him a mirror and let him have a rant at the man who's looking back at him from the looking glass.
Well, Harbour View out there in the middle with doing a team meeting before the second half begins. Portmore United players coming out slowly but surely. Johnny Talbot wearing the captain's armband, and Beckett also in there, the one hoping to inspire his players. But Willis looking pretty relaxed. Now let's take a look at Shavani Willis with My 90.
This is Shavani Willis, player for Portmore United, central midfielder. This is my red stripe 90. Stand up for your stripe. Well, football means a lot to me. Basically, I want something out of this. I want to help my family out of football. Since I was 13. Well, I used to watch Ricardo Kaká playing for Brazil. It brings back peace to my community. I went to Jamaica College, School for Champions. Sit at home watching TV. I'm a defensive player. I like to tackle and pass. To become a professional footballer.
All right, so Shavani Willis there with his My 90 feature. Of course, he's the heart of that Portmore United midfield, and he's had a pretty decent game so far. His team, Portmore United, leading Harbour View by 2-0. Johan Weatherly is off for Harbour View. Babeta McDonald is on.
That's a good change from Harbour View, because Weatherly wasn't getting any change out of Roberto Johnson on the left of the Portmore United defence. Couldn't meet his man, couldn't really get into the flow of the game. And Benito McDonald is being hoped, well, has been drafted in to do a better job. Simple as that. The thing, Donald, was that in the first half, there were just too many things too easy for Portmore for my liking. And I suspect the Harbour View coaching staff would have told the players that at the interval. They did too many things too easily. And they gave them the first goal effectively. Must work harder, Harbour View must, in the second half.
Well, here's McDonald with his first touch. Trying to thread it through, and does to Vassell, who in turn tries to stab it across the area. But McDonald putting in a shift so far with his pace along that right-hand side. They're trying to find him once more.
Additionally, part of the reason Weatherly struggled against Johnson was Weatherly isn't much of a physical presence. He's a diminutive man, quick, but Johnson had a height advantage. Obviously matched him for pace, maybe even faster than Weatherly. You can imagine that, because Weatherly is really quick. Let's see if McDonald, who is taller than Weatherly, provides a more sturdy physical match, if he can impose himself on the Portmore United left back.
Former JC teammates battling there, Willis and McGee. The older statesman getting the better of McGee there.
There are so many key individual battles, individual duels in this game so far. Willis has been fighting one with Vassell in the middle of the park and has been winning.
McGee gets a free kick, takes it quickly. Beckett. Almost as if they ran out of ideas there as they try to venture forward. Javi initially was asking Clovis to come out, but decided against it.
Yeah, when Randy Smith was breathing down his neck. Really quick, Smith is.
Well, that's ambitious.
So Roberto Johnson's had a solid game. Only blot on his copybook was that rash tackle on Tariq McGee in the first half, for which he was correctly booked by the referee Tyrrell.
So they'll start again from the back, the Stars of the East. In the quest to get at least 2 goals and hope that they don't concede anymore. McDonald. McGee. Beckford. It's crowded out there. Morris gives it up though. Beckford. Stewart. McGee trying to get by Willis. Proving to be a hard task on that occasion. Trying to thread a ball through. It's a brilliant
Offside.
ball, but Fraser is offside.
Wow. Protesting that he was on. what a pass from Tariq McGee, the vision, yeah. And
he was offside.
Yeah, you see that line now, Donald? We're dead in line with the assistant referee on that occasion. No worries about the call.
Harbour View trying to be patient as they build once again from the back. Oh dear. There's this, you can feel the tension whenever Clovis is on the ball. Played along that right flank. Not a bad ball to Morris. And Harding for company decided to play to Evans. Evans switching it over to the left-hand side. And the shot coming in from Donegie here.
It wasn't a bad pass from Evans, you know. Farrell, always on the stretch.
Free kick to Harbour View. As Deshane Beckford was fouled there by Ricketts. McGee. Good work by Harding. Good work by Beckford. Now he needs a good pass. Harding. McGee continues his run along the left channel.
Oh.
Beckford, I think, wasn't expecting it at all. Harding had continued his run on the left. Evans, poor ball. Vassal now collects. Harbour View will try again. Poor ball from Peter Lee Vassal.
Yeah, I wanted Beckford to run, but Beckford wasn't running, so he shouldn't have passed the ball there. Could have taken it a bit further, Peter Lee Vassal. Disappointed with himself more than the fact that his teammate didn't give him the passing option he wanted. Harbour View has, what, 3 men limbering up. Looks like they're going to make another change soon. Ooh.
Johnny Talbot.
Yeah.
With the high boot there.
Don't think it's as bad as Ricardo Morris is making it sound. It's a 60-40 ball, 16 Morris's favor. Yeah, did get some studs on the inside of the thigh, but he's up and running, the Portmore skipper.
Beckett. There is the number 5 with the possession. Harding. Vassal was held back there.
Trying to see how Harbour View can get a route back into this game. They just need some more punch up front. Sean Fraser has been on the fringes of the game.
That one was kept in by McDonald. Couldn't provide the pass though, and then he commits the foul.
As things stand, the veteran Fraser not helping Harbour View, Donald. And I'd not be surprised if, when the changes are made, he's either pulled or redeployed in this Harbour View system. It's not happening for him up front. Using experience there to buy a free kick, running into an area that he didn't want to be carrying the ball into, i.e. back to his own goal.
There's Marcelina Blackburn, number 31. Warming up.
Certainly get the crowd going. And he'll produce some devilry from dead ball situations, Marcelina Blackburn will. So maybe that's the spark that Harbour View need.
McDonald. No nonsense there from Donaghy Fair.
So far in this match, the raids down the flanks haven't borne fruit for Harbour View. They're finding it congested in the middle, but they keep trying to spring this Portmore defense those ways.
Morris. Sharp on his bike. Harvey was there.
Tremendous turn of pace from Harvey. Didn't know he had that in the locker, the veteran.
Well, he did have a bit of a head start.
But still.
Yeah, still.
But still. Fraser had run into an offside position. That's the call that's been made by the referee.
Oh, beautiful connection there.
What a pass from Solomon. The second one hit a tremendous one in the first half and matched that with that effort just now.
It wasn't as if Donaghy Fair couldn't believe his luck.
His first touch was perhaps too good.
Yeah, exactly. He was left in a position to say, okay, now what? Ricketts. Lovely turn by Beckford. McGee gets a free kick.
A good call by the referee. Had his ankles nibbled at by Willis. Referee says the ball was still rolling when the free kick was taken. So yeah, I think Harbour View's problems, Donald, start up front with Sean Fraser. Just think the veteran has been a quality player for so long. I don't see how he's helping the team tonight, though. Can't close down quickly enough. Not running the channels for Harbour View, not linking up well with Deshane Beckford. Couple of times McGee has found him with the pass. He's been offside, Sean Fraser. Not picking on the veteran, but tonight has not been his night so far.
Morris was able to hold on to possession. Put under pressure, but again he does well.
And that's the part, I mean, that's too easy for Portmore down now. Look at that. Morris amid several players. He's an international player, but just too easy for him to get position in those pockets.
Referee says play on. Vassell beats one. Plays it out wide. Beckford in a little bit of space now. He's inside the box on his right foot. Looking for options. That wasn't one of them. It was too far away from Vassell. Was waiting right on the edge of the box. That probably may have been the furthest they've been since the second half begun.
You are correct. Played down into space in the channel was Deshane Beckford. A rarity for Harbour View in this game. I guess he wanted to play the pass early, but when he looked up, it was Fraser against three Portmore defenders. By the time the other two Harbour View men joined the attack, the momentum was lost, and then he made a bad pass, yeah. Meanwhile, Cleon Price and Gerald Wilkes have been sent by Portmore United to warm up.
Portmore United now bossing the possession. 55% of it. Well, time to turn on the style there.
When you're 2-0 down, hardly likely.
Well, at least the crowd is up. And Vassal picks it up, or tries to. Gets it, loses it again.
Yeah, not Chris Harvey's night so far at all either. I did say Portmore warming up Gerald Wilkes. Beg your pardon. It's a Suriname. It's Gerald Vikes.
As we see the opportunity here, but the poor pass to Beckford that got some space on the left was good work by Peter D. Vassal before that. Morris was clipped there, so the free kick to Portmore United. Harbour View players frustrated, spectators too.
Yeah, perhaps as we see the Portmore substitutes warming up below us, Rashane Sharp is someone who they may withdraw, bring on the fresh legs of Cleon Price to run this right-hand channel, keep up the pressure on the Harbour View defense, keep pushing them back. Harding hasn't done much overlapping from his left back station. Oh, turnover.
And Morris picks it up. Morris into space. Morris with a shot.
That's his trademark move, the touch out of his feet, the quick step over. Only problem was the shot was being lined up on the right.
Vassal, what a ball that is.
Tremendous. A thing of beauty.
McGee, Beckett, Poor, Morris, Willis. Not Beckford tonight at all. He's going on a little run there. Johnson, who hasn't had a bad game.
Well, he's had a good game, man.
Johnson wins it again. Johnson looking for options. Still Johnson. Finds Willis. Solomon, or Ricketts rather, loses it to McGee. Ricketts wins it back. Loses it once more to McGee. Vassal picks it up. McGee. Vassal into space. Ran out of space as Brackenridge was there. The goal scorer turns. Now trying to find a teammate, and does, in Morris. Morris spots the run. It was too far in front of Evans.
Lovely again from Portmore United, but again bits of that passage of play, Donald. Harbour View supporters will believe it was just too easy, not enough pressure being exerted on the man in the white shirt carrying the ball, whoever that was.
Fraser applying the pressure.
Yeah,
but not enough.
Never gonna beat Mona Solomon for pace or strength. And yeah, Marcelino Blackburn is almost ready, getting his final instructions from Fabian Taylor, and he's gonna come in soon.
He's gonna come on for Sean Fraser?
I would think so. As I noted, if Fraser doesn't come out, maybe he'll be asked to play a different role because he's so versatile up front.
Yeah.
But as the furthest man forward tonight, it's not happening for the veteran.
Oh, a bit to McDonald as well. Couldn't get by Willis. Oh, Willis does really well. It's with the goal scorer, Randy Smith, with some space to work with. Willis has continued his run. Smith trying to find him. Now it's laid across to Morris. On his left foot now, charged down by Harvey, and the follow-up by Willis is high.
Good from Portmore United, and they're also going to make a change. Shivani Willis, brilliant work in midfield there, linking up with Randy Smith. And Carl Tyrrell sees the changes. This is him driving from midfield. Nice pass out to Randy Smith. Wants to go for the early pass, takes a touch, but good block by Talbot. Smith recycles possession, lines up Morris, one touch, bang with the left, blocked, and then Willis's effort high. Beckford comes out, the Shane Beckford. Number 42 goes in, Tamara Lewis. Sean Fraser also comes out. Marcelina Blackburn goes in. And then it's the goal scorer, no hat-trick for Randy Smith, it looks like. Is he going to come out for Cleon Price for Portmore United? Yeah, so no hat-trick for Randy Smith tonight. He goes to the bench, Cleon Price comes in.
Ball played over to the left now with McDonald on it. The whistle goes. The flag had gone up for offside against McDonald.
Already the introduction of Blackburn has sparked a reaction from the crowd, Donald.
Free kick taken quickly, but the flag has gone up again.
Too quickly?
No, the flag has actually gone up again for offside.
There you go.
Okay, so you're right initially, George. The free kick was taken too quickly.
There you go.
But after they took the free kick, the assistant referee actually waved the flag. So he was offside, but free kick wasn't ready. Anyway, Peter Lee Bassett with a free kick. Takes it to Tyreek McGee. Just to confirm that Cleon's Price has come in for Randy Smith.
Ran himself into the ground, the two-goal man for Portmore United. A tremendous shift. My early candidate for man of the match, Donald, for obvious reasons.
Yep, pretty obvious. Beckett. Always going to be challenging, but the right back got there in the end, but he gives up possession. Ball played through now to Cleon Price. Price was clipped. Free kick.
Yeah, Darius Stewart getting back on the cover after giving the ball away inside the Portmore United half. Price will give you the same energy up front that Randy Smith gave to the Portmore cause. Not as clinical, but a good player to bring off the bench. And packs a tremendous shot with that right foot on Price.
Now, will it be the right foot of Evans or the left foot of Morris?
Looks to be Evans.
Three-man wall set up. Evans with the effort, and Clovis holds on. McGee gets a return ball from Blackburn.
Still a lot of time left in this game, Donald.
Yeah, I think so too.
As they did against Dewey, Harbour View having to come from behind.
Morris. Price. Morris continuing his run, but Price decided against providing the pass and he ran himself into some problems. Timar Lewis touches it forward to Peter Lee Vassell. McDonald is there, but so too is the keeper.
Didn't put himself in the best position to get the pass, Donald, because he was looking across at the assistant, trying to ensure that he kept his run onside. Trying to keep the run onside, and in doing so, wasn't as alert to what Vassell wanted to do.
Rodney Smith getting some treatment there after being substituted. And of course, he's the scorer of the 2 goals tonight. First with the left. It was a brilliant one. And then the other with the right. Here it is. Fabulous effort by Portmore's number 20. Not bad to open his campaign this season.
I may be the only one who thinks the second goal was better.
I actually believe you. I believe that you think that you're the only one who thinks so.
Yeah. He was under pressure. And the goalkeeper was wise to what he wanted to do and still was powerless in the end. The first strike was opportunistic. Pure striker's instinct. A thing of beauty. I like the second goal better.
Time is running out for Harbour View. But they're trying to apply the pressure to win possession. That one goes out into touch as a throw to Portmore United.
Ask yourself how many touches Harbour View have had inside the Portmore United 18-yard box. Not enough.
Yeah.
And that stems from the work of your central forward, the forward you have furthest forward. And that's why Sean Fraser, his bad night contributed to what Harbour View is experiencing at the moment. And then when you give away the kind of goals, the first one was really a gift for Andy Smith, which he took with a plum. You dig yourself a hole and make the side slippery. Why would you do that to yourself? Perhaps you want to stay in the hole, right, Donald?
Perhaps.
Well, Harbour View don't.
It's all about time management now for Portmore United. Last touch off Price.
And this is where the fitness will come in, the tough pre-season, because we noted that Portmore played the 4 games in the Scotiabank CONCACAF League before the start of this RSPL campaign. Those are 4 matches against tough opposition, perhaps better than they'd find here in Jamaica, conditioning them well, so they can probably sustain this tempo until the final whistle. Question is, how fit is Harbour View? Can they keep pressing until the last?
Evans gets a return ball. Shot is charged down by Johnny Talbot. It's a corner kick to Portmore United.
Good block by the captain, putting his body on the line. Despite them being 2-0 up, Portmore have sent what? 5-7 men up front for the corner. Team leading 2-0 in the 75th minute.
Here's the corner, headed away by Harvey. One is going to be difficult for Cleon Price to turn. You're managing time now.
I think they're looking for a 3rd goal, you know. But just remarked, you're leading 2-0 and you send 7 men forward for the corner kick. with the corner kicker, the corner taker, that's 8 men up front, an attacking position. Portmore are hunting more goals.
Yeah, they don't think that this one is over. And they are pressing high. Timar Lewis does well. Stewart to Beckett, finding Vassell. Blackburn was being held back.
Excellent call by the referee. Excellent call by the referee. Produces the card. Not sure if it warranted that, but it was a foul because Brackenridge just had a hold on Blackburn's arm. The striker knew what he was doing, pulled the defender into the challenge. Look at it. Yeah. Slightest tug on the arm, preventing him from turning. And Carl Tyrrell determines that that's a booking.
So Brackenridge sees yellow. So Blackburn is behind the free kick. So too is Beckett again. And so too Peter Lee Vassell.
Change being made by Portmore United. Number 7 coming in for number 21. Number 7 is Damian Williams. And 21 is Donaghy Ferrer. The man from Suriname comes out. Had an okay evening. Nothing special. Steady. Contributing to the team performance.
It is Blackburn.
Clear what he was going for, trying to bend it around the right side of the wall into the right-hand corner. Bearings off.
It was going to be a left-footed attempt. Well,
just outside of your shot, Donald, Roshane Sharp is indicating to the bench that he maybe have a groin problem, and the coach consults with his assistant, Trevor Thomas, consulting with Kevin Deere. Maybe they'll go back to the bench again, but Sharp indicating that he does have a problem in the groin area.
well, he certainly wouldn't want to aggravate it. Well, it's official, Kemar Foster is bored. That was an easy call.
Yeah, good Sharp sprinting, not showing any ill effects, but has another look at the bench.
McDonald being shoved back into play, and he's on the ball now. Here's Vassell. McGee back to Vassell. Timar Lewis. Very good to see 3 outstanding schoolboy footballers from last season in one team.
Oh yes.
Timar Lewis, of course, coming from the West, was also a part of the Sportsmax Elite League, representing the Westmoreland Warriors.
Yeah, that's what I mean by keeping them together. At this stage of their careers, you expect that clubs outside of Jamaica will be having a close look at them, wanting to take them for trial stints or even to sign them. Hardly likely that in 4 months these players will be a part of Harbour View if all goes to plan. Wouldn't you just love them to stay together?
Well, it's interesting, isn't it? If they stay together, that means, and they keep on producing, that means that they're doing something right. And if they're doing something right, more likely they'll have to leave.
There you go. And the players wouldn't want to be here in 4 months if they could choose. They'd want to have moved on to a bigger stage. Goal kick where Clarence Price thought he had a corner.
End of a few seconds there, did Clarence Price. Got a slap to his chest. The yellow card shown to Price.
Barnes. Yeah. Meanwhile, Barnes is preparing to come on for Portmore. Yeah, Rasheen Sharp badly struggling. Let's see if he's the one who gets the hook, or if he's asked to soldier on by the coaching staff.
Price using his hands there deliberately. Huh. Did he just get a booking?
Yeah.
That was as deliberate as they come, that handle ball.
Harbour View overall just lacked a collective oomph tonight. Looked good in spells of possession, but just didn't have that forward thrust to really trouble Portmore tonight.
Ball played through. Timar Lewis on it. McDonald calling for it. Gets it now. Now it's with Vassell. Inside the box, Vassell!
Really snatched at that Peter Lee Vassell. The ball didn't run smoothly for him, to be fair. Trying to get it out from his feet. Look at it. Stabbed across to him. And the ball just really never settled for him. A wild slash in the end. That was a chance which was not taken, as the stricken Rasheen Sharp walks to the near side to be replaced by Barnes, Hardy Barnes. The man from Axum in St. Mary comes on for his Premier League debut. Player of Vassell's quality though, Donald. Really. Ought to have at least worked the keeper.
Barnes, who just came on, of course, applied his trade in the Major League last season. Scored some 16 goals for Axum. So, pretty much firepower. Intelligent play by Clarence Price. Peter Lee Vassell. McGee.
Crowd not liking the ball being played back.
Trying to find Timar Lewis. Headed out by Jemima Solomon. Throw taken to McDonald. McGee. Beckett. McGee! Well, the keeper was wrong-footed. McGee's strike Missing the target though.
Beautiful from McGee, except for the last action. Gave the keeper the eyes. Made it seem as if he was going for the bottom right corner, when in his intention was to whip it to the left. Didn't miss by much, but miss he did.
Still looking for his first Premier League goal.
Yeah, when he scores the free kick, you remember to,
if he ever gets a chance,
let us have a drink. You are correct. Has been frustrated by the lack of action from free kick territory tonight. Senior players pulling rank.
Well, he was going nowhere fast. Nice turn by Morris, and then look at the ball to Cleon Price, who collects it well, but really desperate defending and quality defending too by the young man Harding. Corner kick should be. No, it's a goal kick. Last touch off Blackburn, apparently.
Yeah, to his disgust.
We've seen sparks from Harbour View, but not quite a foul.
Yeah, and there have been individual players who really caught the eye. Orland Harding has been very good at left back. Still a pop. That much is evident. But promising from him tonight. Now Portmore start running the clock now. Don't think if they get a corner now they'll commit 8 men forward.
Well, McGee left that one. Willis, Morris. Was he offside?
Yes,
he was, Evans.
From a pure footballing perspective, the Harbour View fans would have seen a team tonight that they know can entertain, that they know has the potential to do very well, but that they know the attacking thrust is missing. That bit of devilry and danger. That player to cause constant problems for the opposition centre halves. Not quite there. They have the other pieces. Good defenders.
Good providers.
Good creators, yes.
But no Lukaku.
Thank God for that. And I'm a Manchester United fan.
You are. Imagine if you were a Liverpool supporter. You probably would have been happy. Harding inside. Blackburn. And Harding again. Harding gets away from Price. Digs this one at the back post. He wasn't going for that. He was looking for the pass.
Yeah, a 7.5 out of 10 for the young man tonight, and I'm being conservative. He has been good. Small man. Full of heart, full of skill. Didn't get that quite right, but it was the enterprise in the 89th minute to actually make that run, the 90th minute, beg your pardon, to make that run. That is commendable, and he has played well all night.
Beckett looking for Blackburn. Blackburn will get there. And he tries. Well, what would have been a spectacular effort if he had made contact.
Yeah, one of the best impact substitutes in the Premier League. Heightened the nuisance factor up front for Harbour View, if nothing else.
It's a big if.
Yeah. Overall, I think the right team is winning based on the run of play and the quality of the front men. Randy Smith was superb. Took his 2 goals beautifully.
And he's the man of the match. Surprise, surprise. Here's Barnes. Finds Morris. Almost worked. And the shot held by Clovis. Evans again trying to get on the score sheet. They keep on running though, Harbour View.
Yeah.
McGee. McDonald. Timar Lewis. Trying to burrow his way through.
This is a McGee free kick now.
Well, they did scream out his name. McGee is the one who has placed it on the spot. Beckett is within striking distance as well.
Oh, please, no. No, Nicholas. Yeah.
I think there's a Beres Hammond song that says, "Step aside now."
Yeah. Make no mistake, Beckett can strike them well. It's just not been his night. He's pacing out his run-up. So too is McGee.
You know, they may just both go for it. But it is McGee. Well, it's on target.
Yeah.
The first free kick that is on target. From a Harbour View perspective. Improvement. Imagine if that was his 3rd attempt.
Yeah.
Barnes. Morris to make it 3. Clovis with the save.
Superb.
Not sure if the applause had a tinge of irony on it.
He has improved in the second half on all his handling and his presence.
But that's the end of the match.
Yeah.
After 90 minutes, Harbour View could not stage the comeback. This after Randy Smith scored 2 spectacular goals in the first half. Brackenridge, having made the transfer from Timothy Gardens, pretty solid at the back. But it's that man who is your man of the match. Shivani Willis also had a very good game in the middle of the park for the defending champions, who were stuck last week at home in Spanish Town in losing to Mount Pleasant. But on the road, they have gained a valuable 3 points. Harbour View 0, Portmore United 2.
Red stripe football Mondays. Red stripe football.
You have a red stripe, you know, and start the game.
Here's McGregor again. No, that's brilliant now.
Red stripe, watcha. Man, shall I be the forward boy?
Red Stripe Premier League. Stand up for your stripe. 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 I'm out.
Back down, we run the marathon boy. The bush and never made it that the champion boy. Nah, man, I don't know songs.
So Portmore United coming away with all 3 points here. A 2-0 win away to Harbour View at the compound. And it was a couple of goals by Ron D. Smith in the 27th and in the 35th minutes of play. Both strikes, of course, coming in the first half. Harbour View actually started out pretty strongly, but they just could not find the back of the net. And in the end, they had to suffer a loss in front of their home fans here at the compound. As we take a look at the full match highlights, and as I said, they did start off strong. Their first shot on target actually came after some 17 seconds as Tyree McGee with the effort. Christian Clovis didn't handle that one well. He did have a shaky start at the back for the Stars of the East. But here's the first goal. Look at this. Extravagant into the top corner. Was given the space there by Harvey, but then he had to apply that finish. That was first class. It really was. And there was nothing that Clovis could have done with that. And the first one was really good. Second was right up there. They really were bustling forward, Portmore United, Morris in particular, but then he just picked the far corner again, this time with his right foot. And the Clovis, he really could do little about that one as Randy got his second. And Portmore United were 2 goals to the good, and they were just too good. That delivery by Tyree McGee was too good for Sean Fraser. How did he miss from there? Just in time his jump well. And Vassell, the ball bubbling all the time, but he was in some space there, and just a wild swing in the end, wide of the target. Unfortunate there for him. Harbour View kept on pressing. McGee with the effort, wide of the target. The give and go with Nicholas Beckett. Had a frustrating night. And then the free kick was the only one on target there. And then right at the end, Morris could have made it 3-0, should have made it 3-0, but Clovis came up strong there in the end, making the save. And in the end, the scoreline remained Harbour View 0, Portmore United 2. Portmore had 10 goal attempts, 5 on target. Harbour View with 7 goal attempts, 3 on target. Portmore committed 13 fouls as opposed to 8 by Harbour View, and there were 3 yellow cards shown all to Portmore United players, who also had 3 offsides. Harbour View had 2. Harbour View leading the corner kick statistics 4-3, and they also led in terms of possession with 52%. But the final score, Harbour View 0, Portmore United 2. Let's go now downstairs to George Davis.
Thank you very much, Donald. So I'm here with our man of the match, Ron D. Smith. Played about 67 minutes of the encounter, but did enough in that time to earn the man of the match award. This trophy is yours, sir. Congratulations. All right, tell me about it. That first goal, the throw came in, you took a chest trap to control, you just turned and fired. Was that what you intended to do, what you ended up doing when you realized the defending was slack?
Then I realized that they gave me a lot of space, so the goal cannot move, and I just decided to turn once I get the opportunity and shoot.
All right, the second goal was from a play where the ball broke to you. Ricardo Morris thought he would have gotten the call for the foul, but you took one touch with the left to settle it, then you curled it with the right. Beautiful strike.
Yeah, most definitely. At first, I second I played for the free kick, but I saw that the opportunity to score, and that's what I did.
Yeah. So For the second goal, were you at all gonna pass it to anyone or do anything else?
No, I have an eye for goal. I've been putting a lot of work in training and definitely practice a lot of those. So definitely going for goal.
Which one is your favorite, the first one or the second one?
Honestly, I like the first one better.
I thought the second one was better, but you're the goal scorer. So tell me, for the season, Randy, you see you've been putting a lot of work in training. What's your ambition for the season?
I set myself to get the leading goal scorer. I know it's not an easy task, but I'm willing to put in a lot of work to achieve that goal.
All right, so disappointing first game against Mount Pleasant, but you've recovered here. You got a good win. All the best from here, and we hope that you continue playing well and that Portmore continues playing well as well.
Yeah, thanks very much.
Good, that's Randy Smith, the man of the match. He got 2 goals in the game to take care of the Harbour View team tonight. 2-0 to Portmore, and he was the man responsible for both goals. The assistant coach of Harbour View is joining me on the set now, and that's Fabian Taylor. Fabian, disappointing from your team. You started well, but then Portmore just went up a gear. You gave away an easy first goal, and that was a hole too deep for you to come out of.
Definitely, very disappointed today with the result. I think we did a lot of things wrong defensively, and that cost us the game. I think we in the first half we controlled the midfield somewhat, and we made a lot of passes. But for some reason, if you don't score, you can't win the game. And we've been stressing that for some years now, and goal scoring been letting us down. So it's just a work in progress. We have to go back to the training ground and work again.
Amidst the disappointment, there was one thing that we were saying in commentary, that your left back, your young left back Harding, played really well. We thought a young man, but you've invested a lot of faith in him. How pleased were you with his contribution tonight?
Yeah, definitely. Very young player, very good player as well. He put in a decent shift tonight, and he only can get better going forward.
Fabian, better luck from here.
Thanks very much.
Fabian Taylor there, the assistant coach of the Harbour View team, disappointed, saying that defensively his team weren't quite at the races. I'm joined by the winning coach, Shavar Thomas. Yeah, this is a much better post-match interview for him to be doing compared to the first game of the season when Mount Pleasant stole the points at the Spanish Town Prison Oval. Shavar, first of all, overall, both 45 minutes, first half, second half, how pleased were you with what your team did?
I'm very pleased. We're pleased with the victory. Also, more pleased that we didn't give up any goals today. Because the last 5 games, we've been giving up goals on set pieces or the run and play, and we took care of that, and we put in a solid 45 in the first half, and then ended the second half really good. So we're happy with that.
We couldn't see many weaknesses from commentary where your team was concerned. Your left back did well, your right back did really, really well. In the middle of the park, you always seem to have time on the ball. Ricardo Morris did the business for you, and then Randy Smith, Shavar, gave you 2 brilliant goals.
Yeah, I mean, these guys, they know. Javon is out. He knows he has to step up. This is what these guys do every day. They work hard. They come in and they work hard. So I'm not surprised.
After the setback against Mount Pleasant, you really found your groove early here. You settled down and you played well. Is this a marker for what Portmore can do, will do over the course of the season?
Most definitely, and we are going to improve from this game on. So we're not worried.
Shavar, all the best to you. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Shavar Thomas there, the victorious coach for Portmore United, 2-0 to the good. So, Donald Oliver, at the end of 90 minutes, we got a good game, 2 good goals from the visitors. A good showing from individuals in the Harbour View team, and good parts collectively, but defensively not good enough.
Yeah, you're right. Which far cry from what happened last season. With defensively, they were good enough. They were the best team in the competition in conceding just 22 goals. But they conceded 2 goals in the first 35 minutes of today's game, and that let them down because they could have avoided the first goal, especially. Randy Smith wasn't closed down properly, so they'd have to go back to the drawing board and think about what needs to be done. But as far as their attacking prospects are concerned, they should be pretty pleased with what they have, at least on paper. Let's see if they can come to the party and actually produce on the field of play.
A point must be made about the fact that Portmore's first choice striker wasn't available in this game, Javon East, and his understudy Randy Smith came and looked as if, made it seem as if Javon East will struggle to get back in game when fit.
You're right. So that's going to be interesting. But again, it speaks of the competitive nature of that Portmore United squad, that they have players on the fringe and they can get back into the starting lineup. But the players inside that starting lineup, they're holding on to those spots.
Yeah, quick other point to make, Donald, about the Peter Lee Vassell, Tariq McGee access in the Harbour View midfield. A lot of the fans would have come here to see that young duo operate in the middle. They didn't go home winning, but there were moments when you could really see why people are raving about these two young men.
Yeah, potential. That's all that matters. Potential, well, it really is not all that matters because you then have to produce eventually, right? But they are willing to give them time, and you can see that they weren't ribbed at all by the spectators. The supporters were supportive, and let's see how long they can hold out the support for. For how long, we don't know. But again, I say on paper they do look good, and I suspect because they are such quality players that it's only a matter of time.
Yeah, McGee and Vass looking to make fools of those who say youth is wasted on the young. Coming up on Sportsmax this week, the Madrid derby in La Liga. Atletico go to Real just across town for Saturday, 1:30 p.m., 2:30 p.m. ECT kickoff on Sportsmax 2.
And then RSPL Mondays, Montego Bay United hosting Mount Pleasant Academy. That's next Monday, 9 p.m. ECT on Sportsmax 2, of course.
All right, you're the man in black. You are the Barry Black of the evening, Donald. You live nearby. I'm giving you the courtesy of sending us home.
Goodbye from all of us here on behalf of the hardworking production team. It's goodbye from us. We show you the shot of the full moon, the people enjoying the red stripe, reminding you of the score that the home team, Harbour View, just lost out there in the end, 2-0 to Portmore United.
Red stripe, Premier League. I miss one bag of gold medal pan me now. Red stripe alone champion boy go. Pan a pour them a singing anthem. Red stripe, watcha. Band shall I be the forward boy. Red stripe Premier League champion boy score. Every goal when I run from boy. Red stripe Premier League champion boy now. Pop down we run the marathon boy. Them wish I never made it the champion boy fan. Now man I done a songsters boy. Red stripe Premier League champion boy.